Coming to the investigations that you're going to do to differentiate between these various secretions or other things such as urine leakage, one important test is nitrogen test. Usually in clinical practice, we just make the diagnosis clinically, okay? But if at all there is some confusion, we can rely on these tests, which is not very commonly performed. First is this nitrogen test. Nitrogen test is just like a litmus paper test, which we dip in the amniotic fluid. And the amniotic fluid, if it is actually amniotic fluid, the color will become blue. Color is blue, whereas with cervical secretion, cervicovaginal secretions, which are acidic, the color would be red. Here it is blue, whereas cervicovaginal secretion, the color is red. Next, coming to Fern test. So we have discussed in detail about Fern test along with the topic of infertility. So basically the main principle is that there is more ferning seen when the main hormone is estrogen. Once progesterone takes over, the ferning disappears. So usually in the initial part of the cycle, in proliferative phase, there is going to be estrogen and there would be ferning. In the secretory phase, it is predominantly progesterone. There will be absence of ferning. So even in pregnancy, progesterone is present. So vaginal secretions do not show ferning. But this amniotic fluid, which actually has high levels of sodium chloride as well as protein, they are going to show ferning. So Fern test is positive with amniotic fluid. Fern test or ferning is seen along with amniotic fluid. Next, you have swab tests such as AmniSure kits are available, which can again help you to say whether it is amniotic fluid or not. Genital tract swabs are usually taken because, as we discussed, the risk of infection is there. Whenever patient has PPROM, we usually take vaginal swabs as well to detect any infection which is there. Okay, so these are the investigations that we perform. Finally, you can do an ultrasound. Ultrasound will tell you what is the gestational age of the baby, what is the liquor around the baby, and if there is any fetal distress, again, which can be seen with biophysical profile. So all these things can be checked along with ultrasound. We don't usually perform ultrasound to check for cervical length in case of this PROM. We do cervical length measurement in preterm labor, but the role is limited in case of preterm pre-labor rupture of membrane as well as pre-labor rupture of membrane.